Do we have an intro?
We're gonna work on that.
Yo,
afterwards.
you can figure it out.
You can figure out the entire intro.
Fuck you too.
Could it just be something like strange stoner metal, just like?
That'd be sick. I'd love to record some shit. That'd be great.
Yeah, I know.
Then, yeah, because we're gonna do another bit later on where it's like an interlude, and it's like the new single from Captain Phallus. We'll record a song together. It'll be great.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of It Came from Lake Mary. We're gonna begin in media res with our 3 children mystery solvers, Jack, Nate, and RoboCop, as they're deep within the Coconino County Forest. As Miss Vanessa just pointed deep into the forest after you had heard a rustling. You better hurry, boys.
I flail my nunchucks. Just start wildly running them around into the air. Guys,
Hold
there's
on.
something behind us.
Really? Cool. I want to check it out. I'm gonna use my Aqua's broadsword ability so I can encounter something strange.
No, it could have been something normal. Now it's got to be strange.
If it is strange, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
All right, so can you read the move?
It's they tell you if it is a natural, unnatural, or a weird phenomenon or person.
All right, so you can definitely tell inside of the forest there is a phenomenon. An
Phenomenon.
unnatural phenomenon.
I gain 1 forward.
All right, you got 1 forward. You get a +1 sometime later when you choose so.
All right.
As
Hey
you
guys,
are-
there's something really strange in this forest. Like, I'm getting tingles. It's really cool.
Okay. I think. What does this say? Fuck.
RoboCop, I can't hear you over the flailing of your nunchucks.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what I should do right now.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Well, you guys, if you're having any trouble, I do have a trap set up for it. And she points a little past the underbrush that you guys came through to see her house.
You knew this was going to be coming towards us?
Oh, I watch everything that happens in this forest.
And do nothing?
I say we go in the house. I say we go in the house right now.
We need to bait it into the trap.
I guess. Sure.
I want to go a little bit closer to the thing, and all right, I'm gonna see how it moves and see if we can get it to follow us into the trap. And I'm gonna pull out my huge knife.
All right. You begin walking towards the underbrush that kind of hides Miss Vanessa's house. And you come through the underbrush, and all you see is trees. It's dark. It's about 8 o'clock at night right now. A little bit of moonlight providing the only light you have. Do you guys have your cell phones out? Any flashlights?
I got my big flashlight.
Yep.
That's
your
one of
big
my items.
flashlight.
Okay, I'll pull out my cell phone.
Okay.
I don't have.
I'm not sure, but I feel like that's gonna bait it. I wanted to. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn on my cell phone light.
Yeah, of course.
My dad won't let me have a flashlight or a cell phone. So, someone, I'm gonna stand behind you guys.
Yep. You stand really close to them. You look to the left of you. You can kind of see Miss Vanessa's trap. It's one of those classic, like, there's a net under a pile of leaves kind of trap set up.
Like Predator.
Yeah. And as you look deeper into the forest where you heard the growling, you kind of still hear a low rumble of growling coming, but it's much deeper in the forest. It seems like maybe even half a mile off.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better.
It's too dark to see this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it? Can we tell if it's coming towards us or away from us?
It sounds like it's in the same place. The growling hasn't changed, like
Oh, okay.
Doppler effect. It's like it's somewhere doing something.
I want to make an animal call.
Okay, what kind of animal call do you want to
I
make?
don't know. Just like whatever, like a bird maybe.
A primal call.
All right, make your bird call.
This ain't Peter Pan.
The growling does stop for a second, and you hear a bit more rustling deeper in the woods. But then it continues again. It goes back to growling.
Moms are like, what the fuck was that?
Okay, I'm gonna make a sudden move and just jolt toward it, but not run at it. Just like make a lot of ruckus.
All right, so you run about 40 feet.
Jack, we gotta be careful.
You're just getting closer and closer to the growling. Are you guys following close behind, or?
I'll follow. Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't go too far ahead.
I'm I'm gonna follow, but then I think I should investigate a mystery. I want to see what it is.
That's what we're currently doing, RoboCop.
Yes, but I'm gonna roll to investigate a mystery.
All right, go ahead.
A deeper mystery.
I got a 5.
All right, that's a failure. Mark experience. Audience, take a shot. It's too dark. It's too dark, RoboCop. You personally don't have a light source other than the moon itself. You're kind of behind Nate and his big flashlight. And as you guys are kind of, you're half-stepping, almost jogging behind Jack, you're having trouble seeing anything.
I turn my big flashlight and point at RoboCop's face. Dude, don't fall behind.
I almost figured it out.
What are you talking about?
How close am I to a tree?
You're really close. You're in the middle
Okay,
of a
I
forest.
want to grab and see if I want to grab and see if I can pull a branch off, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
there's
then
low enough range.
throw it at the thing.
All right, you throw it. You're still like 5 minutes away from this thing, and it's deep in the forest.
Okay.
And you guys were that deep, but you throw the branch, but you do hear the rustling is starting to get closer.
I don't want Jack to feel weird, so I grab a rock and I throw it.
And now it's getting closer faster.
Okay, you guys, slowly this thing is coming over here. We have to bait it into the trap just so we can figure out what it is and be safe enough, I guess, when we actually look at it.
But what do we use as bait?
I've got fruit leather. in my backpack.
I don't know what it eats, but maybe.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go put my fruit leather in the back.
Yeah, you pull out your fruit leather, and then when it starts coming, you just run with it.
Okay.
Towards the bait.
Okay. I'm gonna unsheath my fruit leather.
All right, you pull out some apricot fruit leather, and you're just holding it to the wind. The rustling is getting much closer. You guys still can't really see anything.
Guys, you
Should
want
we
me?
hide and then wait, let it go by us so we can see what it is?
Yeah, that's a good idea. If it actually follows the fruit leather, but it sounds like a meat-eating thing. But okay, if that works,
no, it's gonna follow the fruit leather, quote unquote.
You got a better idea?
You're right.
All right, I'm gonna put the fruit leather in the trap. I assume it's a trap.
Yeah, you guys walk all the way back to the trap, and you put a bunch of fruit leather in the trap. Are you just standing in the middle of the trap next to the fruit leather? Or?
No, let's go hide under the house or something like
RoboCop, you need to stay there to see if the fruit leather will blow away in the wind.
that. Okay, that sounds like a stupid idea. Because what if it eats me?
No, it's not gonna. We don't even know what it is.
I'll stay with you over here. I'll hide under this bush.
Yeah, we're gonna be right here,
Okay.
but we maybe need you there.
Yeah, they find a bush that's like 5 feet away.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Super close to you. You can sit in the trap.
Okay.
You can just wait there. As the rustling is getting closer and closer, you guys hear a growling. It's too primal. It doesn't sound like dogs or a dog. It's deep. It's guttural. It's all in the glottal. It's something struggling to breathe. Due to the light, do you guys still have your flashlights trained towards the trap?
No, I turned mine off. Turned mine off and pulled out my small knife, which was my grandfather's knife, allegedly from Vietnam.
I think the light is a good idea. I'm gonna hold the light up so it comes toward this direction.
Okay. So you can kind of see now the outline of something moving between the trees. It's close enough now.
I start doing hand signals.
I've got my nunchucks.
Here is hand signals. I mean nothing.
You can see it raises its head up. It's large. I want to say maybe the size of a large bobcat. Maybe even a little bit bigger. You can see it raises its head up to the air, and you can kind of hear sniffling sounds as if it's smelling the wind. And it gets closer and closer to the trap. RoboCop, you have still no sense of light.
Nope.
So you just kind of hear rustling slowly, closer to you.
Don't be.
I'm not moving.
But Jack, as you're waving the light, you can see the monster's head kind of veer away from the trap and towards the bush in which you're hiding at.
I'm gonna get up and run.
And then your cell phone goes off.
No!
Oh my god, guys, we need to.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna do that, man. I'm gonna get up and
It's your
run
sister.
as fast as I can, and then once I get to the trap, try and jump over it.
Yeah, that's gonna be harder. The beast and the trap are kind of on the straight and narrow. You're off to the left, so you'd have to be crossing in front of the beast again.
I'm gonna do it.
All right,
Do a circle. Just
Oh, just circle around,
Yeah.
just like bait it toward me, and then that's a better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running around and
Yeah.
then like make it go around the trap and then back into it.
All right. So as you're running with your light, the beast does spin itself around, and you get a glimpse of something ghastly as your light kind of hits it. You guys have found the dogs, but this beast seems to be this amalgamation of all the dogs, stitched together with this black, sinewy, symbiotic material. You see bits of like a Doberman's face, and then bits of a poodle's face on the other side. The jaw of a pit bull. It's got long Great Dane legs, a coyote's tail.
I'm gonna immediately take notes.
As you kind of stitch your way through it.
Is it still chasing me, or is it?
Yeah, it's watching you.
I put the knife in my teeth.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
watching you as you're kind of spinning behind it. And it kind of quickly adjusts its feet to switch from like attacking towards the trap to like looking at you and following you around, but it doesn't seem to be chasing you just yet.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze, not like make anything else sudden, and like yell to the guys like, it's some kind of mix between all the dogs. It's kind of cute.
It's like Frankenstein.
And I'm gonna try and like slowly move closer to it, just like with my hand out, like palm up, like I'm trying to meet a new dog for the first time. You know.
Of course, I'd like you to act under pressure.
It's a Bizarro dog.
I got a 5.
5. Things go to hell.
Oh no!
As you reach out, the dog, or whatever it is, the beast, sniffs out again. And whatever scent it is, it does not like you. It lashes out at your arm, and as fast as you try to recoil it, it does get you a little above the wrist. But luckily, you're kind of younger, so you have a more slender wrist. So as it's trying to readjust, kind of get a second harder bite on your wrist, you only take 1 harm from this. As it lets go. And now it is on your scent and it begins chasing you around.
It's not safe! It's not safe! So I run, and then I'll try and still bait it into the trap.
Alright, so as you're running around to the trap,
Robocop's
Robocop is still standing in the middle of the trap, unaware of what's going on. Robocop, suddenly out of your periphery, you see a shadow coming towards you.
Oh shit!
At a very fast pace. What do you do?
I'm gonna throw my nunchucks at it.
Alright, you throw your nunchucks at it. I want you to kick some ass.
Alright. Oh god. Oh, 7.
7. Alright, that's a mixed success. This is perfect. As you just launch your nunchucks that you've been spinning so wildly this entire time, Jack, as you're running towards the trap, something flies out of the darkness as Robocop's nunchucks fly at your face, hitting you and also giving you another arm of damage. The quick momentary lapse doesn't stop the momentum of Jack, as Jack fully runs into you, Robocop, and slams you both into the ground. Jack, from the momentum, you do kind of like fly off of Robocop's body, so now you're outside of the trap, but now Robocop is just laying down inside of the trap, and you take 1 harm, Robocop.
Oh no.
Where's the Franken dog?
Yeah, the beast is steadfast behind you. As it comes up, you guys all witness as the second it steps in the middle of the trap, the ropes don't pull up into a net, they just pull up themselves. They're like 7 just separate strands of rope that all just kind of fly into a circle midair. And they begin glowing in this very white, angelic light. And as you can see, the leaves kind of blow away beneath you as you see a couple of symbols that you're not very much aware of. They're very triangular in shape, long in shape, but that you can tell that they're letters of some kind. It's some kind of rune. That
On
is
the
now
ground or just
on the
in the air?
ground.
Okay.
Yeah, the ropes are still hanging midair.
Is
Guys,
RoboCop
I
in
don't
the...
know what's going on,
Yeah,
but it's really awesome.
Robocop, as you're laying down, the beast is slowly walking up to your body. It's still dark enough that it kind of can't tell, especially with all the leaves. As they blow away to reveal the symbols, they kind of blow back a little, so you're kind of half covered in the leaves. As the beast is now standing directly over top of you.
Oh
I don't know. If
Can I roll to get out of there?
How are you gonna get out of there?
It's a trap. I don't know if it'll work.
I'm gonna
But
come out of the bush with my knife.
I'm gonna kick it in the nuts. I'm gonna kick the dog in the nuts, and I'm gonna run.
All right, roll to kick some ass.
You ever done that in real life?
kick a dog in the nuts.
Come on. Oh, it's a 7.
And a 7, mixed success again.
It kicks you.
Yeah. As you kick up towards wherever this dog's nuts may be, there's nothing there. You kind of kick into the inky black, and for a second it grabs your foot.
No.
Which kind of hinders your attempt to get up, because I think your move was to kick and kind of use that momentum to turn up on all fours and kind of get up and run away from there. But it holds onto your foot for a little bit.
Oh no.
But then it munches your foot a little bit more, and then it lets go.
Munches my foot?
Yeah, no, you can feel the inky black substance kind of just like feels like it's about to take you in, and then it immediately rejects you.
Like a grandma eating a lollipop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the lollipop's bad. So it spits you out.
Grandma spits out a lollipop.
And the dog is like really confused, so it moves up a bit, which gets the dog from off on top of you. And then you make a run for the outside of this kind of glyph circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel as you're passing in between two of the ropes, you kind of feel, you don't see anything, but it feels like a curtain that you're running through.
Okay.
Like a nice little lace curtain you run through. And as you run through, you're able to escape the glyph. And then the beast attempts to chase after you. But once it hits the middle of the two ropes, the beast is halted. It slams directly into what seems to be like an invisible wall.
Wow.
I think it's trapped in there. Whatever this is, whatever kind of crazy magic this is, it's working.
Guys, we need to get out of here. I want to use our let's get out of here ability. We gotta go.
But we don't need to. We trapped it.
It's trapped. It's fine. We need to
get
look at what this thing is.
We need to get Miss Vanessa to make sure this thing isn't gonna break out.
Wait, is Miss Vanessa still on the porch?
So you guys can't see Miss Vanessa's house. You guys are literally, the trap is on the right, there's a wall of underbrush, and then Miss Vanessa's house is on the left. So you can still see that like there's light coming from her house still, but you can't like hear her or anything. But as you guys are kind of looking to see Miss Vanessa, you look back at the glyph, and you notice something about one of the ropes that's hanging in midair. And you notice that the rope is slowly beginning to shrink. And it's just one of 7 ropes is beginning to shrink.
I like move into one of the glyphs and I'm like trying to read it. And I'm like, guys, this thing is weird. What is this? Have you guys seen Fright Night? Like, what?
You guys watch as the beast bumps into the kind of invisible wall again, and the rope you're witnessing getting shorter chunks down a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna run into the brush and then yell to Miss Vanessa. And actually, I'm gonna try and get to where I can see her, basically.
Yeah. So you run through the underbrush and you see the lights are on at Miss Vanessa's house. And instead of usually what you'd see is Miss Vanessa on the porch, you see another woman, almost, 50, 60 years her junior, just standing on the porch, and she's waving you back.
Oh.
I'm gonna use let's get out of here so we can run into Miss Vanessa's house.
Okay, you use your move to move about 30 feet. You don't really have to roll. You guys aren't encumbered by anything.
Okay,
but
cool.
You can save that one for later.
Okay, thank you.
You guys run through the underbrush, and as you come up to...
I want to take notes on the glyphs.
Yeah, you notice,
Before I go,
you take a bunch of notes. Like I said, they're triangular and kind of long in shape. It doesn't seem like a language you've seen before.
What color is it? Is it glowing? Or?
It's all white.
Okay.
All the glowing is white. You guys head back to Miss Vanessa's house, and you see another young, very young, about 20-something Native American woman standing on the porch.
Miss Vanessa, you look different.
That's not Miss Vanessa. That's some young lady.
Oh.
Nope. Some of you are just smarter than others. Hurry, and I'll explain everything.
We were talking to your grandmother earlier. She set a trap outside of her. She set a trap outside of her house, and we baited this beast into it.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of like a dog, like a god.
No, it was more than one dog. It was several dogs.
We do not have much time. That seal is running out as we speak. Please.
Like there was like a Doberman. There was like a pit bull.
Dude, I thought I saw a pug leg, man.
You saw a pug leg?
I'm gonna pull them inside of it.
You guys go inside of the house, and although the outside of Miss Vanessa's house is very run down, the inside looks new and vibrant. It seems to be like this kind of motel setup. There's a front desk in the beginning, a nice large table where people can sit around, and a couple of couches, and then a bookshelf along one of its eastern walls. As you go in, you guys can see kind of like a floating candelabra sitting just, 10 feet above your head. instead of attached to anywhere. As Miss Vanessa heads off to the bookshelf, she begins looking through books.
This is like that house from the series of unfortunate events.
What's that?
You never read those?
No.
Oh.
There's no reptile room in here.
We don't have a lot of time, so please, I need to explain.
What's your name?
As much, I'm sorry. As you can see, she has the same top, the kind of blouse that Miss Vanessa was wearing earlier. It's just a little more slim fitting now, and then she's wearing these kind of like nice leggings. And she reaches into the pockets of her leggings, and she grabs a little barrette that has 2 feathers on it. And you guys watch as she puts the barrette in her hair. And although your eyes are trained on her, it feels like you've blinked. Mm-hmm. You haven't, but instantaneously in front of you, this young woman has turned into the old, decrepit Miss Vanessa. And then she takes it off again. And she's young again.
I knew it! You guys are laughing at me.
She's just pretending to be an old lady.
This is like...
That's the best disguise ever.
Oh, thank you. I'm honestly flattered. Like I said, I've got so much to explain. She's got a handful of books now that she's pulled off of the bookshelf. She hands a really big tome to RoboCop.
He has a learning disability.
Shut up. Shut up. It doesn't mean anything, okay? I got a 504 plan and everything, okay? Just shut up.
He's really helped. No, please. I need to explain. You guys have run into some strange things, I'm sure. That thing, we're from a different plane of existence?
Go on.
Where are you going?
You and that thing?
Yes, I'll explain. We're from a place called the Undar. It's a plane of existence that runs directly on top of Earth itself, this mortal plane.
Like an attic?
Kind of. More like you're laminating something.
Oh, sick.
We're directly on top of everything in the Undar is just like it is here in the mortal plane. I guess we're the inspirations for all of your things that go bump in the night and the creatures. You might know a few of
Nightmareverse.
Our more famous denizens like Dracul and the werewolf, the lichen, as we prefer to call them.
Writing furiously.
There are rifts between our planes. Most of the time they're inactive, and it's hard to switch between the 2 planes. But as of late, the Undar has gotten really bad. You mortals, you feed off the sun, right?
Oh, those are plants.
Well,
Yeah.
but we eat plants.
You need the sun to live, is what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
Oxygen and sun. Well, in the Undar, we use our moon. Our moon is...
It's always dark there?
I'm not an Undar scientist, but the moon, I guess, is radioactive or something.
It controls the tides.
So when the sun reflects off of it, the light the moon provides sustains us. It makes us more powerful. It gives us our powers.
It turns people into werewolves.
No, they're already technically lichens from birth. But some people from the Undar, we call them Darkin. Some Darkin abuse the moonlight. They decided that they should have all the moonlight for themselves to make themselves more powerful. So to kind of help out between our planes, a few of us, Darkin, have traveled over here to Earth to make sure nothing bad comes over here.
Like time cops.
Kind of. I hunt whatever comes through, because what's left in the Undar are no longer Darkin. They're creatures of unimaginable power. We actually, I think both of our languages have the same word for them. It's monsters.
But the dogs didn't come from some other dimension. They just combined in like a weird Franken dog.
Unless the black goo that ate the dogs is the monster.
Yes, perfect. I'm so sorry. And she continues handing out her books. She gives a book to you, and she gives a book to you, Nate. But then you can feel on the back of it, there's another smaller book that she seems to be hiding for some reason.
For keeps?
Yes, these are for you. I'm sorry, we truly do not have much time. As you kind of listen and you hear the growling from the beast getting louder and louder.
I'm gonna give RoboCop the top book and pocket the smaller book.
Smaller book?
Can you read this for me?
Fuck off, dude.
Didn't he do your homework this morning? Yeah, I'm
He
sure he's
always
fine.
does.
So
He's
what
always
you're
fine.
telling me, Miss Vanessa,
Yes.
is that you are from a race of werewolves from another dimension.
They're called
And there is
lichens.
another werewolf that's out there to come eat you.
It's not just werewolves.
No.
And you
it's not
need
just
us
like
to
it.
protect you from the other werewolves.
I will take that last bit in stride. We'll run with that for right now.
It's like
I am
all
so
nonsense.
sorry. You are much younger than I would have liked to induct you, but I truly need your help.
That doesn't mean we can't fight.
I just want to let
Yeah,
you
we
know.
could beat the crap out of whatever.
I just want to let you know I've seen the Chamber of Secrets. I know how this ends.
I haven't gotten too into mortal movies yet, but
Chamber of Secrets is the one where there's a werewolf.
No, that's the third one. That's Prisoner of Azkaban.
the growling is getting much louder. I have bestowed upon you things that might help you. I can tell instantly from when our paths crossed that you have been touched by the Undar itself.
Oh, what?
No,
When?
no. I didn't let the thing touch me.
Nothing's
no.
touched me.
No.
Wait.
See, when these...
Did you get bit?
No. Actually, I saw it bite RoboCop.
No.
We gotta cut your hand off, dude.
No.
When the veins of our two worlds are open, magical energy seeps through. I've noticed it seems to have affected a couple of you here. I can tell, and she looks at the book that she handed Jack. This book is all about magic. It'll help you understand what the limitations of your powers are. Make you understand what you are.
Okay, powers.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll come to find out soon enough. And then I believe, Nate, you've been in touch with a different realm, the psychic realm. Is that not correct? You feel?
Oh, you're saying I got, like, Professor X powers? That's so cool.
As RoboCop will tell you after he reads your book, I've kind of had notes on the psychic realm from the Undar.
Are you talking about those weird dreams I have?
Yes, the dreams.
Oh, guys, I have such weird dreams.
Whoa, really?
And then
This is crazy.
she gets a little bit closer. The other one will help you with the weird dreams.
Miss Vanessa, why is this just a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird?
It's not. Just open up the text itself.
Oh, I see. It's like a paper cover.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to protect it somehow. I saw your large backpack and assumed you were an avid reader. So I've got you a book on lore about the Undar. Everything I've compiled in my years as a hunter, and everything historians had about the Undar.
Jack gets a magic book, and he gets a psychic book, and I get...
You can read the psychic book,
You
and I
can-
want to read the lore book,
I
too.
feel you've gotten the most important book of all.
Sorry, bro. I have powers.
And then, game-wise, RoboCop, anytime you encounter a creature, and you have this tome with you, anytime you investigate a mystery, no matter if you fail or succeed, you will always have the question of, what is this creature?
Alright.
Yeah, what sort of creature is it? Will always be available to you,
Fuck yeah.
because you'll be able to look it up.
I get knowledge.
And as you're looking through, would you like to look through the tome to see if you can identify what you have in front of you?
Yeah, I will.
Alright, so roll to investigate a mystery.
I got a 7.
Alright, so mixed success. It takes some time. What keywords are you using to search for this thing in this giant tome?
Dog, black goo.
Alright, so
So
dog.
Look for, like, Chimera or, like, Hydra or something.
Look
No.
for Franken-Dog.
It was a dog with black goo on it. I'm gonna search dog with black goo.
Symbiote.
We look for dog, and then we go through the whole 5-minute rigmarole of you guys looking at lichens, and RoboCop being confused about what a werewolf is, and how another werewolf is hunting Miss Vanessa. You guys distract him away from that.
We start to ask her, what happens if a werewolf bites another werewolf? She's like, we don't have time.
we truly do not. It's not. There are things that the mortal plane has gotten right about us Darkin, and there are things they've gotten very, very wrong.
What about if a vampire bites a werewolf?
Eventually, goo in one of the indices leads you to a whole section.
The whole section of goo?
There's a whole section of symbiotes, as Nate had mentioned.
That's what I said.
And as you go through the symbiotes, you come across what looks like the goo that's holding all of these dogs together. And as you can, it's written in another language, but as you're kind of getting through the book, RoboCop, you're slowly starting to pick up the language itself.
Oh, damn.
And you read at the top of this page, It reads Uber.
Uber.
Yeah.
We gotta take an Uber home.
So dumb.
And as you can read, the book seems to be filled out. It isn't like a publication text. This is hand drawings and like little notes that are filled up as you go along.
Like homework.
Yeah, like homework essentially. Things you have to come to find out. Monsters that have not been seen before. But you do see a couple notes about the Uber. It likes to latch on to a much superior symbiotic entity. Taking in multiple of the same species if it is able. And then at the very bottom, there's a little column called weaknesses.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
And you see two kind of hastily written notes. The first one is heat. The second one is splitting it apart.
Oh. So we gotta light Miss Vanessa's house on fire.
Wait, I don't think. Wait, what? We're just gonna get a fire source.
Guys, its weakness is heat. So, Miss Vanessa, what do you got in here?
We need to have different treats for each dog and make them go to, or we could both sit on opposite ends of the room and be like, come on, and then different dogs will go to different people. Maybe, I don't know.
Jack, you're magical. Like, what fire powers do you have, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll just use my fire powers.
Wait, you have fire powers?
I don't know. Yeah.
As you guys are talking about what to do, the growling has stopped. And then you see Miss Vanessa run to the window really fast.
Get away from the window!
But the thing that happens next is not near the window. You guys hear sounds at the roof of
No!
Miss Vanessa's house. You hear the weight of something standing on the roof. And then another weight, and then another as 4 legs are walking across the roof.
Damn, that little bear can jump.
There's no other option, Jack.
Yeah, the burning down the house thing has gotten way more plausible now.
We can't stay here. We need to go.
Were you okay if we burn down the house?
No, please do not burn down my only home, please. It'll start a forest fire. We're in a dry section of the Coconino County Forest.
Don't you know?
Yeah, I think they had an arranged burn.
Yeah, we had
Oh yeah,
a regulation burn.
when we were walking down the highway, I saw the sign. It was like fire level. It was like high. It was like 4.
Do you guys?
It was like
I'm sorry.
orange.
Do you have a lair of your own?
Yes.
Somewhere we can go.
Oh my god,
You
yes we
bet
do.
that Enigma Incorporated has a lair.
All right. Do you have a key for this place?
Oh yeah. Jack stole one earlier.
Yeah, and the south entrance is like always open anyways, so.
We can just go through the front door.
We won't have time to go through the front door as you hear gnawing on the roof. Something is biting.
But
Through
we're
the
not going to be
roof
able to
of
get
this
there very fast. We don't have transportation.
Oh, we'll not have to worry about that.
Let's get out of here. If only we had a move that would help us get out of
Oh
here.
my god! I would like to use let's get out of here.
How does that work, Hadley?
It works. I get to use charm instead of toughness to if you can protect someone by telling them what to do or by leading them out, roll plus charm instead of plus tough.
Okay.
And I have plus 2 charm, so
What should we do, RoboCop?
we should. So I got a 10.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna run out the front door and just run to the road. That's what we're gonna run straight through the forest.
Okay, RoboCop.
What else are we supposed to do? I don't even know where we are technically because I had to do an oops situation earlier to find the house. So.
That's a fine idea, but then the Uber will chase after us. And I don't know if I had to make this very clear, but this Undar thing is kind of a secret.
Dig. Let's dig.
That's
All
a
the
good
way to the
idea.
school?
Dig. I don't know. Does anyone else have any other options? Dig? Yes?
I very much was starting on one before you suggested digging to a school. The key.
Oh yeah, here it is.
You give the key to her. It's on a lanyard that RoboCop has already put it on. And she holds the key in front of you, Jack. And then she holds one of her hands to the right side of the key. And then she looks expectantly at you, Jack.
I'll put my hand on the left side.
Alright, and then she withdraws her other hand.
And I'll withdraw my hand.
Nope. Both hands.
Yeah, when she shakes her head, clearly I'm like, okay, and I put both hands around the key.
Alright, and then I want you to roll for weird.
Is this... I'm like whispering, like, is this one of my powers? Because I thought I could do like a fire thing.
We're trying something.
Ooh. 11.
11. All right. So
Where are we even gonna get a shovel, RoboCop? Okay.
as we're gonna use this magic, we're gonna use magic for something beyond human limitations.
Whoa.
And as you kind of concentrate on it, Miss Vanessa is coaxing you through. Just think about the room. Think about where we need to go. And
I
as
think
you
you just stab it.
as you,
And I'm trying to ignore them, and I think about like the skeleton we found hanging up, and like the whiteboard we put all our cases on,
and
or
then
blackboard.
as you do, your hands begin glowing, and kind of this white spectral energy around the key. And then slowly, the key begins glowing with this white energy as well.
I think Uber's a dumb name. It should be like the Blob or like the.
You guys, look at this.
Oh, what the what?
I just want
You
everybody
okay?
to know, if we end up somewhere else right now, it was definitely my roll that got us.
And then your hands stop glowing, and then the key stops glowing. Miss Vanessa then takes the key and then puts it into her own door leading outside of the house. And she turns the key and she opens the door.
That's not gonna. Oh.
And you guys see a staircase leading down instead of the outside of the house.
Have you guys seen House Moving Castle? A really cool movie. You should check it out.
I love music.
You guys hear a loud crash as the Uber has now broken through the roof of Miss Vanessa's house. And you guys can see its snarling, weird, mangled dog face.
RoboCop, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
God damn it!
You guys run down the stairwell. She closes the door and takes the key behind her. You run down the stairwell, and you guys notice you guys are in the supply basement of Mount Eldon Middle School, where your
This
base
has
is
been
located.
the coolest day of my entire life.
Is the key gonna do that forever?
I mean, as long as your magic holds true, it should help.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude, just be true, man.
I'm gonna look in my book right now.
Yeah.
What does a dick look like? And look at these two, and I'm like, oh wow, a dick. Weakness, being kind to people, I guess.
Oh,
Where did
so
you
we're
come
gonna
out?
do this right now. I'm sorry. You guys go on. I'll kind of prepare this hunt.
RoboCop, we found a way out. It's all right.
No, just next time, if I suggest digging, was dig.
No. if it makes sense, we'll do it.
No, I
We're a
believe
team,
it.
alright?
No, let's do it. RoboCop's the brains of this operation, right?
God damn it! Yeah, finally, someone finally realized I'm the brains and the muscle. Thank you.
What? No. I'm the muscle. You're the brains.
We need to table this conversation for later because I don't agree with anything that you guys are saying. Miss Vanessa, I don't think I have to tell you this, but this place is kind of secret.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So don't tell anybody.
Yes, your tiny secret little lair. A whole different
our
plane of
awesome
existence.
lair. We got a cool skeleton over here.
Careful.
Wait, what?
He's not real. He's a prop.
Yeah, it's just a toy thing we found hanging up.
And Miss Vanessa walks over to the skeleton, which is all just kind of in a crumble on the ground. And then she lifts him back up onto the little stand he has, the little wheelie stand. So he's standing straight. And you just hear a whisper, God damn it, you son of a bitch, you did it again. As you guys see the skeleton-y arm move by itself and touch Miss Vanessa on the shoulder.
Ah! Ah!
I knew it. See, I tried to hit that thing. I knew it was alive.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I didn't very much appreciate it.
Oh.
Oh my God, it speaks.
Whoa.
As you guys, Miss Vanessa moves away, kind of revealing this kind of animated skeleton. Cartoon logic applies. His jaw moves on its own, and his eye sockets wink like real eyes, just so he's not emotionless.
And that's where we'll end our session. Thank you everyone for listening to Control Group. This has been Dennis. You've been listening to Hadley, Nick, and Marcus. Follow us for another episode of It Came from Lake Mary, wherever podcasts can be listened to. You can always follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Control Group Pod. That's at CTRL, just like the key, Group Pod.